Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Medicus Deletius, and this is the second story of Jade Empire. No commentary involved.
You live, but the portal was not sealed quickly enough. Defeat the maddened creatures that have followed you, or your life will once again be undone. Seek your fellows. They know about your awakening and are on their way to the shelter of Dirge. Hurry. Others will find you soon enough.
My strength will be victorious.
Sair an Nikufunir, Aknatnir Sawir Pika. Tuki Yir, Wosai Ir Lucy, Wal Nika Wonoyu.
Double axes. Red Minister. Red Minister. Red Minister.
You are here, alive! We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
Normally, I would warn that such arrogance would bring the wrath of the heavens, but you appear to have a far more intimate understanding of them than I do.
Your role is of great importance indeed. Mortals are never returned to life in their own form.
Few things are more dangerous than the interest of the heavens.
Pardon the intrusion, but might I add the entire army of the Emperor to that list? Or is that too small a thing for your attention?
Your return was predicted by more than Dawnstar. Assaulting the spirit realm has alerted your enemies.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new Emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun Hai, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped.
You do not face Emperor Sun Li. You face the whole of the Imperial Army. All of it. Not lone assassins or a single brigade, but the whole of the army, golems and all.
Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
Let us hope that your courage is not unfounded. We have until tomorrow to plan before the bulk of the force will be upon us.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do to save ourselves today, but there was more that you learned in the spirit realm, wasn't there? I can tell. I saw hope in my vision that led us to you, but there was also something I didn't want to believe. I didn't tell the others. Can it be true? Am I really Master Li's daughter?
What? Laughable. I see why you didn't tell us. That is ridiculous.
It is no more outlandish than half the things I have seen in your company. She is of the right age.
Lots of children are born every day. I was born at that time. If you don't count this latest rebirth, so is our friend here.
But I was named for the fires of Dirge. Hui said as much, and it seems obvious now. The red glow opposite the morning sun was the temple burning.
So what if it was? It could have been visible across the Empire. That's not... That would make her...
A cousin? A princess? A rival?
You be quiet. This is not amusing. A ploy with potential, but you might as well make up anything. This is hard to swallow.
Does anyone care how I feel about this? We must use it to unsettle him. That will make it easier to defeat him. He used all of us. We can't let this opportunity go.
You are both crazy. I'll go along with it if it helps us in the end, but I'll need more proof to believe it, and I expect Sun Li will too.
We have to survive the coming attack before anyone is told anything. We've done all we can for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
We should all get some rest. But if I could have a word with you when the others have gone, I need to speak with you.
Red Minister!
I was wondering when we'd find time to be alone. Everyone has been hovering about you since you got back. I have hesitated to talk to you. I wanted to be sure of what I would say, to be sure that you were still the person I cared so much about. Do you remember the hearts you left behind? I'm not the only one waiting for an answer. Your death left us shaken. It seemed like an eternity before Dawnstar had that vision of the water dragon, before we knew you might return. We consoled each other. Dawnstar and I started talking, got to know each other better. We learned a few things about you, about how we felt about you. If you had to make a choice between me and her, would you? Could you? Who would it be? Ah, it's just like we thought. Poor, poor, lovable man caught by feelings he can't stop. I never imagined that I'd love someone like you.
And neither did I.
You have done well to restore the Fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully, not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
Wipe. Intervention. Wipe. Double axes. Wipe. No reach. Golem pool.
I'm sorry. Impressive. But this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
Yes, but the bridge must be destroyed. These golems are big. Giants. Siege golems.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw an axe. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the Dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh, earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
Of course. Dawnstar, a chance to prove your worth to me. You too, Kang.
Yes, Princess.
But what about the rest of us? Why just send them? Why are we sitting here holding our... Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend. I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our lines.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous Dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader. Yes, that's the way! I knew you'd be up for it. Off we go. Everyone be ready for our return.
Make every shot count. We'll need the help.
Another impact and we start losing pieces. Abandon the fight. Well flown and fought. It didn't stop them, but that black eye will make them think twice about our resolve. Now, back to bringing down the bridge.
You better have enough explosives left. Dawnstar and I can't hold them off forever.
Are you sure I shouldn't just charge the main gate? They wouldn't be expecting that.
Unexpected acts are not always successful acts.
You have a narrow understanding of success in battle, Bun Man. Must be your small head. Ha ha ha! So we shall. Blood will flow like wine, and then wine will flow like blood. That is my great wheel of life.
I don't like these odds, but death is not as final for me as it is for you, so what do I care?
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge, or this will be a short last stand.
Wait. I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
You didn't see? One of the spirit monks was right there. He stayed behind to tell me that there were hidden treasures still left in Dirge.
I saw nothing. Are you sure you didn't hit your head when you crawled out of the dragonfly?
Make light of it if you want, but he said that we should search Dirge. The magic that restored the temple also destroyed spells that cloaked chests hidden in the ruins. The monks used these chests to hide treasures, including powerful weapons. They didn't want them to fall into the Emperor's hands. He said that one was nearby. Maybe we can find it before we reach the bridge. Lead on.
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute!
Try not to break a nail, Princess.
Nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two.
Hurry it up, Jade!
It's done! Get away before it explodes! The fuse is a short one! It will stop the main port, but fires don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already. Dawnstar and the Princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight.
I think we should go back to the temple. And quickly, before those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense. That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that bell. I won't stop until they're ankle deep in blood. Head first. Ah! Come to my axes, all of you!
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal sent. It's all up to you now. Easy, easy. I know this looks bad, but trust me, you'll like what I have to say. I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. From what I have seen, he is stronger than that. If he is damaged by the blast, good. But you are the one meant to fight the power behind him. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I could never face Death's Hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. That name means nothing. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's Hand. Sun Li commands that you die. I must obey. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the dragon empowers me. I cannot be defeated. I must obey. You know nothing about me, about what I endure. Your fists will not defeat me, not while I must obey.
Red Minister! Fight! Focus! Double axes! My stuff! You're weak! You
You refuse to see it, don't you? You must know who Death's Hand is by now, but what he is defies you, defies your skill. He is more than Sun Qin ever was. Sun Hai linked him to the stolen power of the Water Dragon, and bound him to my armor to taunt me, an unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal. Now he is mine.
Have my words so injured you in the past? There was no malice in my use of your talents. You were merely a tool, your destiny a convenient path to power. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. A world under his heel would be chaotic and violent. I will bring order. I will ensure that everyone is safe within their roles. What foolishness is this? Death has addled your senses. You bring up memories that are mine alone to bear, and then you claim that they are false? I will not hear this. Your tongue profanes a place in my heart where no one is permitted.
You are truly speaking nonsense, Dawnstar. Ridiculous. But you have no doubt. Your voice is unwavering. You believe this with all your being. You force my hand. I must picture her, unblinded by strategy or hate, and consider what it would mean if she truly were my child.
I must answer, it does not matter. Enough! What's done is done. If you think I'm a monster for claiming power, so be it. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand. You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead. You have learned much about your heritage as a spirit monk, but you missed the most important lesson. They are all dead. Their skill did not save them. Do you intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps you think you can appeal to his conscience, to the remnants of kin that swim in that helmet. Will you? I wonder why you oppose me when you are so willing to assume my methods. Come then, pit your will against mine. Take him if you can. Enough! You have cut the strings to my puppet, but you will know defeat soon enough. I grow closer to the heavens by the minute. Take this corpse. See if you can throw away such a useful tool. I will face you at the height of my power, in the heart of my empire. Your master awaits you, child.
Please, let me rest. Let my spirit finally have some peace. I believed the words of my brother, thinking him wise beyond my understanding. Had I known what would happen, I would have fought to stop them both. I do not claim redemption, but the suffering I have endured must be enough to pay that debt. It must. Know this, spirit monk. You walk a path very near that of your master. Both lead to power, but the cost cannot be avoided. Know this, spirit monk. There are prices to pay.
I find this matter most unsettling.
What? He's a damn good fighter. Better to have him as an ally than an enemy.
He's not an ally, he's enslaved.
He is more useful the way he is. He did a great deal of damage. We could use him to repair it.
Can you blame us? There is an unsettling new presence in the group.
An odd kind of trophy to collect. Very hard to display without reaction.
I do not like what this means, especially for your ability to make it happen. I am also surprised that the princess has not stood up for her relative.
Let his spirit rot. It is not as if the honored Prince Kin did not earn his fate, much as Sky earned his.
I do not like that he is here. It seems cruel, even if he was our enemy.
Tools must be respected, but they are still just tools.
That could apply to any of us. That is why this is cause for concern.
I cannot support this. His spirit should be allowed some peace. I can't follow you if you approve of this.
I don't care if he goes or stays, but the twisting of a man's soul should not be allowed.
Such a thing is not natural. I won't follow you if this continues. I'd rather face my wife again.
Such binding holds the will of the victim. They are forced to obey your every whim, but they see themselves commit each act and can wail their shame. It could be used to shepherd spirits gone mad, but on the living it is sublime torture. Spirit monks were forbidden to indulge in such ways.
Another surprise from your time among the dead. You continue to be an extraordinary person.
You would strip away my will? What is my loyalty worth if it is forced?
I could suffer the imprisonment of my body, but having my mind taken would be a horror. You know me. This would be unbearable. Won't you listen to reason?
If it must be done, come on, let's get this over with so we can get to our next battle.
It would seem that the group is again of one mind.
Who cares what brings them to the front line, as long as they fight when they get there?
What choice do I have? You have taken my will. I will follow you to the ends of the Empire, but it will mean nothing.
Pretty little thing, forced to see what it truly takes to attain power in this world. A tragedy I am lucky to witness.
I hold more pity than hatred for Death's Hand now. He endured this for 20 years.
It might not have been necessary if you had shown proper loyalty. Certain acts may seem unseemly, but we fight a greater evil.
A greater tragedy is how you have fallen. If you accept this, what of your beloved Empire? What will become of it when our leader's evil replaces Master Li's?
While I do not wish to take sides in the management of my fellows, I must agree that we need to move forward.
Emperor Sun Li is growing stronger. The water dragon is yielding more power to him than the previous tyrant ever managed to consume.
A good idea. It will allow for some adjustments to the marvelous dragonfly. The landing here was rough. I will ferry whom I can for an initial assault. Give me a few moments. We will leave at your command when my work is done.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
And this is the end of this part of the story. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe. Medicus Delicius out.